Now let's look at ways we could use this shape to replace those 4 standard legs. I'll start with a new metric part file, come to the line command, lock to the XZ plane, and right at the center I'll create a line, and I want this to be symmetric, so again it's coming out both ways, and I'll make that 130. I'm going to flare this out at the end, say 30, tab. I'll do the same for the other end here, just put in another line. Let's put a dimension on this and this. I'd like these to be equal, so I'll use the equal constraint to set that equal. Make sure these are the same height. I'll add a horizontal constraint right there. And I'd like to come back here to the fillet command and put in a fillet between these two. Let's just make that 55. 55. Now I'll place a rectangle by center right below this. I'd like that 135 by 4. I'll come up to the extrude command. I'll extrude that both ways, 80. I'll come up to the symmetric offset command, width of 4 for the offset, and I'll use the arc. Identify the line, green check mark. I'll come back to the extrude command, and I'll push that out 100. I'll come up to the line command, and I'll lock to the XZ reference plane. Let's look at this from my sketch view. Right from the bottom here to the top, I'll just place a line. I'll go to the rectangle by center, place a rectangle in here, and I want it just out along this arc, so that's about 116, and I'll go 55 high. I'll place a couple of circles on the top, 11 and 11. Now I've got to turn off my lock over here, turn that off. Now I'd like to come back to the rectangle by center and lock to my YZ plane. Sketch view. I'll come to the center of the line again. And this time I want to come out not too far over this base. So I want to come out before the base about, let's say 60. And height-wise, I want it to be the same height at 55. Now I'll come back to the circle command, and let's just make sure I know where I am here. I want the circles to be on these bottom corners, 11 and 11. Now I'm ready to create my loft. Come to the loft command, 1 high, 1 low, 1 high, 1 low. Come to my options, extend a step. Right here, close extent, then preview, finish. Now I can come and turn off my sketches, dimensions. Now let's make some adjustments. Come to my protrusion 2. Let's move that down so it's intersecting with that part we just created. Hit escape. Now I'll come back to my protrusion 1. I'd like to move that up so it's touching on the base there. It looks like this base is too thick, so I'm going to identify this bottom face, and I'm going to turn off design intent, and I'll make this space thinner, push it up 4. Now I'll try to improve the look around these edges. Put on a round of say 8. Now this is way too big, and I can adjust this by just touching on the ends. And I want my design intent on now, so both sides move in.